All right, it is definitely time for another stock market update. Last time we talked, I mentioned putting in a very important stock market top, and I was using the semiconductors ETF SOXX to explain why that was likely going to be the case. And this will be a very important update because what is going on right now looks a lot like what you will see when a stock market is reaching a top. You will see an irrational move where we just go straight up and we go up so quickly that many people aren't even able to participate in that move, and they get extreme FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. And because they missed this entire vertical rally, they feel like they need to do more to make up for what was lost. And when I say lost, I'm talking about a theoretical gain that only exists in your mind because you see what the market did. And then you start using what's known as hindsight bias, saying, how could I have possibly missed the most bullish move in the market? And you start to beat yourself up thinking you need to buy into the next dip. And this is what is going to be extremely dangerous, is the mindset that somehow you're missing something and need to get involved in it. And if I end up being correct about this being a blow off top that puts in a stock market top, this would be the absolute worst time to be getting bullish. So there's two major disclaimers I need to tell you right out of the gate. The first one is that calling a stock market top is very difficult to do. And hopefully a lot of you know me well enough by now that you know that I am not one of those perma bears that goes around screaming that the stock market is going to crash. I think I have done a reasonably well job of staying bullish for the majority of the bull runs that we've seen over the years. Even so much so that many of you have labeled me as a permabull. So this video is not to strike fear into you and not to get you to panic and not to get you to do anything you don't want to do. But I have to warn you, what I'm seeing does look like it could be a stock market top, which means buying dips moving forward could be extremely dangerous. And it could be the same error people made in the dot-com bubble highs of 2000 and then again in the highs in 2007 before the great financial crisis. Now, if you're an experienced trader and you know how to manage risk, you should do very well in any market. But if you are new to trading and you are feeling that FOMO and that fear of missing out, that you've missed something and you need to get involved in it, I really want you to slow down and listen to everything I talk about in tonight's video, because getting bullish right before a bear market starts could be extremely painful, very taxing on your emotions, and quite frankly, could cause you to despise trading, despise investing, and not enjoying the process because your goal in trading is simply just to get rich quickly. So to start us out, I want to start in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 9 through 10. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. So the scripture is warning you that if you have a temptation to just simply get rich, you are going to worship money and you are going to love money, and that is going to send you down a very dark path, which says right here can lead to ruin and destruction. And that is not how you should be viewing trading and investing. This is a form of a discipline that allows you to grow your money and compound your wealth, not a get rich quick scheme. So when you're seeing things about the stock market possibly topping and crashing, that is not a call for you to just go do some wild gamble and do something ridiculous with your money that depends on the stock market crashing. So be very careful. Make sure you know where your heart is at. There's nothing evil about money. What is evil is if you are worshiping the money and you are just focused on getting rich and you are losing what is important in life and allowing the stock market to absolutely stress you out because you're not making money fast enough based off your own expectations that are unrealistic. So root yourself in truth. The stock market in itself is not evil, but your worship of money and trying to get rich quick with the temptations that come with that could send you down a deep, dark spiral. And then one more, Matthew chapter 6, verses 19 through 21. Do not store up yourselves treasures on earth where moths and vermin destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven where moths and vermin do not destroy and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. This is Jesus teaching us that everything we have on the earth is temporary and we cannot take it with us when we die. And there's nothing to say it won't be destroyed by a thief or by fire or by any other means on the earth. You've seen these stories where people's houses burn up and all of their treasure that they stored inside is gone with the fire, or a flood that comes from a hurricane or a tornado. Do not worry about building up treasures on the earth. Your treasure is in heaven. So let's focus on what matters and not dwell in this materialism of trying to get rich rich quick simply because the stock market is being very volatile. Okay, so first we need to look at the SOXX ETF. I'm just going to call it SOXX. This is leaving lots of exhaustion gaps, which are these gaps that are opening up at brand new all-time highs and not filling during this very parabolic rally. And if you look at the low on March 30th from the close to the high that we just recently saw, which was Friday, April 24th, we've had a 49% move in only 18 trading days. That is very historic for an all-time high move to just go straight up. Every single candle on this chart is green except for today's. And this could be the exact top before we start to roll over and come down to fill all of these gaps. Now remember, this isn't something you're just going to try to short because you want to get rich quick. But if you want to try to play this going in the downward direction, you can clearly see an all-time high breakout above 463 is going to tell you to cover your short, and we're likely going higher towards 475 and then 482. So we could go higher. This doesn't have to be the top, but we are definitely getting some selling today. And with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all-time high gaps, this does look like an official blow off top. And then we do have another gap that could even fill all the way down here in the 340s. So lots of gaps opened up, which is exactly what you would expect to see in a blow off top parabolic rally. And this type of FOMO is going to mean everybody is chomping at the bit to buy in because they think this is just going to continue going higher. And that is the danger that I want to warn you about tonight, because if I am correct about this being a top, and that is a big if because nothing says I have to be correct, we could actually go into a bear market where we come all the way back down, erase a lot of this very parabolic rally in a very quick fashion, because even though the bulls usually take the stairs up and the bears take the elevator down, when the bulls find themselves in the elevator, it is still typical that the bears will go down even quicker than the bulls went up, which could mean this rally that happened in 18 days could be totally erased in 5 to 10 days. Again, that's not a prediction, but that is a possibility, because once high volume selling kicks in, typically things move very quickly to the downside. So in the event that we do go into some type of bear market and we come all the way back down quickly, get some sort of dead cat bounce, and then continue into a very nasty bear market, anybody caught buying into dips, hoping that we just continue to go higher, and they're trying to get that get rich quick mentality, is going to be very, very hurt by this, because this could be a rally that puts in an exact top before a bear market that has over a 30% correction. So be very, very careful here, because there's at least a very good chance we come back down to retest the previous all-time high, which is right around 370. And that would also fill all of the all-time high gaps, which are the blow off top gaps that are more than likely going to fill over the next 2 to 3 months. Again, things could happen extremely fast, or we could sort of build out some sort of consolidation wedge and then fall out of that wedge, which would look something more like this, where we build out a wedge, chop around, try to look like we're going higher, and then fail, and then still go into that full-blown correction. So just keep this in mind. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out. Of course, we all wish we knew the future, but it does look grim. This form of blow off top is not something I would be chasing. If you caught it, great. Me personally, with all of these all-time high gaps opening, I would never hold my long position, so it's just not in my discipline of trading. But there are breakout traders who I'm sure did very well on this and probably didn't sell till today because they were waiting for some form of rejection, which we now are starting to get the first sign of a red candle, which means the sell-off to fill these gaps could be starting as of today. So just be aware of that. Please do not chase rallies that you missed. That is extremely dangerous, and that form of guessing is not disciplined trading. That is gambling, and that is not going to be fruitful for you in the long term. So the last thing I want to look at is we have not even closed down below the 5 EMA on the daily chart. And then looking at the Bollinger Bands, if we switch this over to the weekly chart, we are stretched way outside the weekly Bollinger Bands by a mile. So that is definitely something that could lead to some mean reversion, which would go hand in hand with filling a lot of these gaps on the daily chart. And then also looking at the monthly chart, the Bollinger Band is way down here, right around 397, and price is all the way up here at 455. So we are over $50 outside the upper Bollinger Band, even on the monthly chart. And again, there could be some major mean reversion in an instance like that, which would obviously fill all of these gaps in the event we start to pull back. So please be very careful. Do not chase these things. This could easily lead over into the indices. Like looking at here at SPY, we could also pull back into the previous all-time high. So we could go a bit higher, hit about 718 or 724, and then from there still have a monster pullback to come down towards the 690s. And then we do have this gap down here right around 686. And if we really wanted to get things going to the downside, we could come all the way down to the gap at 659. So if you see this potential for downside and you start to see price rejecting and you start to see price breaking down below this support right around 703, be very, very cautious on any dip buying, because if I end up being correct about this being a top and you're just aggressively buying dips, you are going to seriously regret those decisions. And bear markets are not something to be playing around with. If we do indeed start into a bear market, it could be a multi-year bear market based on everything that I'm looking at these charts, especially with the blow off top in the semiconductors. Those are the exact types of charts that you'll see in 2000 and also in 2007 before you get nasty, nasty, nasty bear markets. And then finally, just looking at the triple Qs, again, we have gaps down here right around 642, and then we also have gaps right around 617 and 589. Again, all of these are possibilities where we could go just a little bit higher, but then once the things start selling off, we could get very nasty pullbacks into these gap fills. And these could be the very early stages of a bear market if we are putting in a stock market top. So be very disciplined here. The last thing you want to be doing is chasing vertical rallies. If you've already caught the breakout and you're already trading the breakout, this video is not for you. This is for anybody thinking they missed a rally and they're getting FOMO, which is the fear of missing more of this rally. It would be very, very dangerous to have an aggressive dip buying strategy moving forward until we see much more healthy structure on the chart from the price, which means we need either a form of consolidation or a pullback to a higher low to show some kind of bullish structure of higher lows and higher highs. Anything that goes straight up usually ends up going straight back down. And as I told you, even though the bulls took the elevator up, it's still possible for the bears to go down even faster than the bulls went up once we hit that high volume selling. So be disciplined here, protect your capital. Make sure no matter what you are doing, you're managing risk and you are following a very disciplined approach. Because as I told you in the introduction, this is not about getting rich quick. This is about sustaining your wealth and building it up over time, slowly and steadily, with the benefits of compounding gains. So hopefully this update brings some clarity on what I am seeing. Yes, I am still unfortunately thinking we're going into a stock market top, into a bear market that'll lead through the summer. That doesn't guarantee I'll be right, but that is what I think I see here. And just be very disciplined no matter what you're doing. Just have a plan and make sure you are managing risk. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to love each other and be generous to each other, and may God bless you all.